The nation's defense secretary is firing back over characterizations of his budget proposal, which reduces troop levels and slashes billions of dollars. 10 on your side's Jason Marks got a chance to talk with Chuck Hagel after he spoke at Fort Eustis. And Jason, what'd he say?
Tommy said there is a lot of work to be done here. Tough decisions have to be made, and with more cuts in the next couple years, the decisions are only going to get harder.
It's been a slight worry in the back of my head, being that I'm new into the business and not knowing quite what's going to happen.
Only in the Army since September, Private Jerquel Collins has the same concerns as many of his fellow soldiers. They want to know how budget cuts will affect them.
Yeah, it's always been a lot of budget cuts and talk of budget cuts. I'm pretty sure it's the nature of the beast.
The beast is a military spending budget that's shrinking every year. This year's plan would reduce the size of the Marines and Army. Also affected would be the Navy and Air Force.
I want to thank your families for their sacrifices.
Secretary of Defense Chuck Hagel says he wanted to look Fort Eustis soldiers in the eyes and let them know what cuts would mean and why he plans to reduce the military to the smallest it's been since before World War II.
To try to compare what the Army looked like or the force structure in the United States of America in 1939 or 1940 to today there's no comparison.
Hagel told the troops because of today's technology and training, it takes fewer people to get the job done. He went on to say budget cuts are not made lightly.
Everything in that budget affects you. It affects your families. It affects your future.
Hagel says most of the cuts are gradual. Those salaries won't be cut. The rate of raises will slow down.
He actually came and shed a lot of light on what's going on and gave me some more understanding about what's come to be and what's happened back then and what's changes and what's going to happen in the future.
Though there are doubts, soldiers say they'll continue to get the job done.
I'm happy where I'm at, and I'm happy with what the Army gives me, and we just keep on trucking on from there.
Hagel also mentioned the possibility of closing more bases, though it is not decided which ones. He did say there are more cuts coming, and if Congress can't get together, it will only get worse with sequestration in 2016. In the newsroom, Jason Marks, 10 on your side.
Now, 10 on your side also spoke to Virginia lawmakers who were not on board with Hagel's plans. Military reporter Art Kahn got Senator Mark Warner on the phone over proposals to limit pay raises.
Nobody's going to like any of these changes in pay and benefits, but it will be more palatable if this was part of a grander effect. Why would we be singling out our military and our veterans on their kind of quasi-entitlement programs if we're not touching the rest of America?
And now Congressman Randy Forbes, who is also not happy about Hagel's decision this time to reduce the ranks.
He said, we're living in a 15-carrier world, but we have an 11-carrier Navy. Now the Secretary is putting us dangerously close to having a 10-carrier Navy in a 15-carrier world.
And Forbes added this, that other countries, including China and Russia, are expanding their military budgets.